Okay, so I'm going to do another session uh, with my 12802 Radio Shack Hack Radio. As you can tell, I do like this radio. Um, Look, I just want everybody to know I try to do my best with this. I keep 100% honest. I try to annotate with what I believe I'm hearing. And when I do review these sessions, I always go back and listen to them more than once. Wherever I think there's communication coming through, listen to it multiple times. I turn up volume. I slow down the speed, even if it's not slowed down on the video itself. Uh, I slow down the speed. Oftentimes, when I use my video editing software, which is Wondershare, I've been using that for 8 years, 9 years. I've been using it this long. I don't know how to use any other software, to be honest with you. The problem is, like YouTube, when you slow down the audio, all of a sudden it takes out the quality of how the audio is coming through, the clarity, and so forth. So I'm hesitant to slow it down on video. Now, if when you listen to these sessions and you decide on YouTube you want to slow it down, I more power to you. I recommend you go ahead and do that. And the way to do that is go down to the bottom right on the video itself, go to the settings, go to audio, and or I think it's I don't know, it's audio or speed, but you can adjust the speed. But yeah, if you feel like you need to do that, go right ahead. But trust me when I tell you, I am thorough about listening to these. I don't want to try to mislead anybody. It would do me no good. And this is all about me. It's all about me hearing information, learning information, or hearing from loved ones or my guide. So really, the purpose is for me. And I share it with other people because I want other people to know that they can get the same thing, I believe. If you have a good connection with your guide, with your family members, and so forth, and they desire to communicate with you, and I've been having this for 10 years, so there is a good connection. So I've talked enough. You can see it's scanning FM forward. Uh, so I'm going to I got it this way because I want to make sure that you can hear me when I ask questions, and then I'll turn it up for the communication part of it. So let's do this. Bridget, this is Kevin. I'm calling out to you, asking you to come forward to use these frequencies coming through and scanning through on this device. But having said that, I wanted to reach out to you and see if you had anything you could share with me regarding that. Is there anything more that you could share regarding perhaps return of Jesus? Let me try to keep it simple and to the point. Let's do this. Is Jesus really the Messiah, the Son of God, and the one who will come take the believers up to heaven when the time comes? Bridget, can you tell me if we are close, if that is the case, will Jesus be returning very soon, perhaps in my lifetime? I just seen a video on new evidence, like in the early 2000s anyway, the newest evidence on the Shroud of Turin. Can you confirm that the Shroud of Turin belonged to Jesus, the Son of God, or the Messiah, Jesus of Nazareth? I thought I heard somebody say, well, I think so. A female voice, well, I think so. But I'll go back and listen. Also, one piece of evidence that stood out for me, because all the other stuff could apply to any man who might have been crucified in that manner. Perhaps somebody did it to mimic what the Bible had said, to try to provide deceptive evidence to prove that, to try to say that belonged to Jesus. But one thing that stood out to say that it was the shroud of somebody who was very, very chosen, very holy, sort of thing, is that it would have taken an extreme amount of energy that we can't even reproduce to this day, to create the three-dimensional imprint that's on the cloth. Was Jesus's body miraculously brought back to life while enwrapped in that cloth? One last question, the most important one. Is it imperative that we believe that Jesus is the Messiah, died for our sins, and rose again so that we can believe on him, believe in God as having done this, and understand that we aren't worthy, but we are sinners, and that this is how, by having this faith and humility and believing, this is how we are able to move forward into the higher dimensions or higher heavenly realms. Initially I thought I heard that's exactly something. And then I heard another exactly. But again, I'll listen. So anyway, thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you for coming forward, if you did so, and I believe you did, to help me out by answering those questions. I'd like to say goodbye. I'd like to say God bless you. And please help me. I ask you to help guide me and lead me continuously to be humble in the process, and so that I can be worthy of being able to join my mom, that I believe is in heaven or a heavenly realm. Thank you, Bridget. Can you say goodbye? Or Mom, if you're hearing, if you want to speak, can you say goodbye, Kevin? All right, guys. So I wanted to ask those questions. I find them to be very important. Whether you do or not, that's up to you. I'm not certainly trying to push any kind of faith or anything on anybody else. It's all how you choose. I mean, but are we making the right choice, whether in believing or not believing? So that's up to you to make that decision. And I just hope we all come to the right decision. So God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Take care. Bye bye.